Good evening. An exclusive News Channel 5 investigation examines the dark side of Nashville's building boom.
Workers cheated out of overtime and the state cheated out of taxes. Investigative reporter Ben Hall talks to workers who are afraid to stand up for themselves.
They are working on the 22-story Joseph Hotel, which opens later this year. It will be one of Nashville's most luxurious hotels.
When they come to work, they find out that there's no tax deductions. They're not paid the time and a half on overtime.
Victor White with the Carpenters Union says some workers at the site are being cheated out of overtime pay. He's worried about wage theft and employee misclassification, which costs all taxpayers money.
This goes on a lot.
White is focused on workers brought in by labor brokers, which are used to find construction workers when labor is scarce, like it is in Nashville during our building boom.
They are brought in from Atlanta, Houston, Texas, all areas of the country.
Nosotros no reclamamos.
We don't stand up for overtime because if we do, we all are going to get fired.
This worker says he hangs drywall at the Joseph. We spoke to him through an interpreter and hid his identity so he would not lose his job. He says he works Monday through Saturday, 56 hours a week.
Nos dijeron a todos.
We were told to write down or to say that we work only 40 hours a week.
The worker we interviewed said he and others provided documents to a labor broker showing they are in the country legally. But he says those documents weren't examined closely.
Él nos pide un tipo de documento.
He asks us for some documents, and we all give some documents. And I don't know if they are right or not.
His pay stub and others obtained by the union show workers at the site don't have federal or state income taxes withheld from their paychecks. Often labor brokers misclassify workers as independent contractors to avoid paying workers' comp insurance, which means employees are supposed to pay taxes on their own.
How many workers are you guys capable of supplying?
White posed as an employer and recorded a meeting with a labor broker in Antioch. He asked for workers and negotiated hourly wages for a project not associated with the Joseph.
We have like 10 guys.
The broker says his employees will work 56 hours a week, but admits he won't pay them overtime.
We can, just set up a price, and we cannot charge for overtime. We can just pay them, just straight.
Yeah. Just straight time.
Sometimes it is better.
The broker said all workers for the job would be independent contractors.
It puts all that responsibility back on the worker, and they know these people don't have these people don't have a business license.
The union says these photos of required sign-in logs at the Joseph construction site prove workers are not independent.
Every morning, all these workers have to sign in showing they showed up on time. The independent contractor wouldn't have to do that.
The employer brokers are where the problem is.
Amanda Terry with the Tennessee Department of Labor could not comment on the Joseph. She says there has been a dramatic increase in labor brokers misclassifying construction workers as independent contractors in order to get out of paying workers' comp.
They're cheating the system by not paying the premiums for their insurance.
She says it's a problem that costs Tennesseans tens of millions of dollars every year.
Everyone ends up paying the price for the bad actors.
The general contractor at the Joseph is Brassfield Gorey. The company sent a statement saying it's unaware of these allegations.
Informational warning letter.
But in April, the Carpenters Union warned the company about potential illegal employment practices on site in a letter sent by certified mail. The union says Brassfield and Gorey never responded.
What we're trying to do is get justice for these workers, because if they get what's coming to them, the union workers can play on a level field too.
In a booming city like Nashville with billions in new construction, White says workers should not be exploited and contractors who play by the rules should not be punished. It's hard to go after labor brokers because they often change their name when they get caught. Current law does not allow the state to fine general contractors if this happens on their work site. Investigators would like that changed.